The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets Hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! That's to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Western Fair Sports Centre tonight as the Strathroy Rockets hit the road to take on the London Nationals midweek hockey, and we have the action for you. I'm Noah Smith. Eldon Dunseith back on the mics with me here as we get set for this one, and the Rockets looking to stay hot of late. They have 6 points and 2 wins in their last 4 games, a far cry from the team that we saw at the beginning of this season.
Show me a good goaltender, and I'll show you a good coach. The newly or more recently acquired Chaz Nixon playing in goal for the Rockets over the last couple of weeks. And it's even at the pro level, you hear that phrase, show me a good goalie or, quarterback or whatever, and I'll show you a good coach. But Nixon has played exceptional, and the points are rolling in for the Rockets.
Chaz Nixon will get the start in goal for Strathroy once again tonight. It'll be the 6th straight hockey game that he has started for this team since getting his first start against these same London Nationals a few weeks ago. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. The Rockets will be without the Johnson brothers tonight. They are not with the club as of the GOJHL transactions page. They have been released to the Junior C Mount Bridges Bulldogs. We might see them later on in the season, but that is all we can say on that matter. They are also going to be without Captain Carson Perry, still nursing a little bit of an injury, and Assistant Captain Blake Hall not in the lineup tonight for Strathroy. So they're going to be without a little bit of the leadership group tonight, and they're going to have to rely on some guys that wouldn't normally be counted on to try and come away with 2 points here in London.
Absolutely. Excuse me. For a team that is at different times during the season has been a bit goal-starved. One of the top line, Carson Perry, not going to be here. The captain's out. Blake Hull, an alternate captain, out. So a good point by you. 2/3 of the at least recognized leadership group on the ice will not be playing, and some guys will be playing out of their comfort zone, bumping up the lineup a little bit, and as much as possible, there should be a next man up mentality.
Carson Perry was out of the lineup on Saturday night in Strathroy. Caden Faulkner jotted into that center position on the first line with Ballas and Wood on his wings, and he did a fantastic job. He had 3 assists in the hockey game and made a noticeable difference. Is this just a case of a guy getting more minutes or a case of a guy getting to play with guys like Ballas and Wood on his wings?
Well, good players make the players around them better. And, Carson Perry and Riley Wood are 2 of the best players on the squad. And missing Perry, Wood is a guy who brings it every night. And when you're playing with, and I've said before, Ballas, great hands, and he really does bring it. When he brings it, he's a sniper. So playing on that line, Faulkner, between the 2 of them, I think the longer he rides on that line, the better he'll look.
Jacob Montesi will slot in on in the lineup tonight for the Strathroy Rockets. He is a member of the Lambton Sting Major Midget Club. He will be playing and wearing number 25, also played earlier on the weekend, slotting in for Strathroy in the game against St. Mary's. We'll switch over to the London Nationals side of things. Only 1 scratch for the Nationals in the hockey game tonight. Deacon Holmes not in the lineup, the defenseman not playing tonight for the London Nationals, and they get a little bit of a boost in between the pipes as Owen Flores is back in goal tonight for the London Nationals. He was up playing with the London Knights in the OHL. We're told that he might be back there by the time the weekend rolls around, but tonight at the Western Fair, he's in net for the Nationals.
And we've seen Flores here before. Recently, as you mentioned, playing for the London Knights, got his first OHL win in his most recent sojourn with the Knights, and we'll see him again here tonight. He will be busy bouncing back and forth between the 2.
The Nats will not start their top line tonight. Instead, they're going to start the line that features a young forward in Michael Elliston. Elliston had 4 goals earlier this week in a massive win for the Nationals. His line will get the start up front for London, but that doesn't mean that big line won't get their minutes tonight. We'll see their fair share of them. And let's talk about that big line for London. It's about as big as a first line as you can get in the GOJHL. You look at guys like Zach Power, who has 45 points in 19 games played this season.
Yeah.
Without a doubt leading this team into their first place berth in the Western Conference so far.
Yeah, Power and team captain Jeff Burridge, both over 40 points. Now, that said, it is a big drop-off. So we talk about the big line often with Strathroy. London has one too. They do score more goals than our big line. However, 45 and 42 points, and then the next closest is Owen McGowan with 24. So if they can focus, that being the Rockets, on trying their best to shut down that big line or at least minimize the damage, they have a half-decent chance of coming away with a point or two.
The Rockets with Chaz Nixon in goal tonight. You'd sure love to keep the Nationals to, heck, maybe 3 or 4 goals to give you a chance, but with Owen Flores in net on the other side and the Rockets not being a fantastic offensive team, you're hoping that Chaz Nixon stands on his head tonight and gets you in there to hopefully pick up, like you said, even a point or a couple points tonight in a big road game for the Strathroy Rockets here at the Western Fair, a place that has not been too kind to them over the years. Their last 7 games here at the Western Fair, they have been outscored 30-11, which really, to no one, is a surprise.
No, 6-0 the last time we were here. And they were full value for the win, were the Nationals that night with Flores in net.
So 30-11, the outscoring for the Nationals over the last 7 games here at the Western Fair. The Rockets coming away with just 1 win over that same span, and that was a few years ago. So they are certainly due, as we will see the teams take to the ice here and on to the blue lines as we get set for the anthems. One thing to touch on tonight, as we are one of 2 games in the Western Conference tonight, is you still think it's early in the back of your head, but then you flip to the front of your head and you're 21 games into the season, and you realize that these games are important. We had the conversation over the last few games here as Chaz Nixon keeps on getting starts for this hockey club. Do you give him days off? You got to keep going with the guy that's getting you points. You don't want to slip back into the basement of this conference.
100%. The calendar flips to December in the Junior B season. 21 games is almost halfway through the season. We're only a couple of weeks away from the halfway point, so every 2 points is important.
By the time that the holiday break rolls around, we'll be past that halfway point, 28 games into the season. So for the Rockets, ultra important to pick up points when you can. Make sure that you're staying up there. They're actually in a tie right now for 7th place, just 5 points behind that 6th place spot as well from a LaSalle Vipers team that's seen quite the drop-off with a couple of their players, most notably their goalie Tovel up playing with the Windsor Spitfires, and they have dropped, I believe it's their last 8 hockey games, and have seen them fall from 10 games into the season in 1st place all the way down to 6th place right now, 20 or so games into the season.
Well, the longer the season goes, the cream rises, and obviously London and Leamington, as per normal, are near the top of the conference. And other teams are going to have their ups and downs. But yes, LaSalle was off to a great start, but when you take away your goaltender, the starting goaltender, and Tovel, as you said, is playing for the Spitfires more often. Sorry, we almost had a
Lou, the mascot down in front of us, almost took a tumble on the red carpet.
On the red carpet here, yeah.
The LaSalle Vipers hosting the Sarnia Legionnaires tonight at the Vollmer Complex. Both those teams looking for a big win to try and move themselves up the standings. As both of these clubs line up for the ceremonial face-off. Burridge in there, and Owen Kindry, I believe, getting his first action at a ceremonial puck drop this year with both Blake Hull and Carson Perry out of the lineup. So the defender getting some work in on the ceremonial puck drops. We'll now take it down to ice level here as we get set for the national anthems at the Western Fair. Puck drop to follow as we get set for this midweek hockey action here from London. So the anthem's complete, and we get ready for puck drop here in London. Welcome aboard. Noah Smith, Eldon Dunseith to call the action for you as the Rockets look to try and win back-to-back hockey games. It's going to be a tough one as they face off against the Western Conference's best. It's the London Nationals. Chaz Nixon gets the starting goal for Strathroy. He is starting his 6th straight hockey game and looking to try and keep the Rockets on the roll that they have been on.
At any level, goaltending is extremely important. And as far as I'm concerned, over the last 5 games, he's provided probably the best goaltending that the Rockets have received all season to this point. And averaging 2 games a week, I see no reason why he shouldn't play the lion's share of the games for the foreseeable future.
It'll be Smith and Kindry on defense with Hogarth, Spezial, and Kilby up front to start things for Strathroy. The second line starting things here for the Nationals. Face-off down, and the Rockets take control. Early dump-in's going to go off the stick of Hogarth and back behind the London net. Nationals moved around the boards, kept in by Kindry. Now back down low for Spezial. Up to the point, Kindry again. Kept in down on the sidewall, and that's trying to move the puck through and get it out of their own zone. Now Kilby. Kilby's pass through the middle. It's going to be picked off, and here come the Nats the other way. Inside the offensive zone. Looking for a shot on Bowers. That one's stopped by Nixon. Back behind the Strathroy net. Nats trying to move the puck around here. On the left side, Elliston. Elliston in the corner battling, trying to get the puck free for the Nationals. It's Kindry moving the puck up to the point. Kept in, dumped back down low. Now looking for a centering pass. That one's off the stick of the outstretched Nixon. Chance out front on the wraparound. That one's stopped as well. Spezial will carry it up to center, and he'll get it to the blue line and dumped in as the Rockets finish up a line change. Down low, Spezial onto his knees as he keeps the puck moving back inside the London zone. Trying to move the puck through as Ballas picks it up in the corner. Knocked off the puck. Back behind the London net here as the Nats get ready to move. Picking the puck up and getting ready to move up ice. Dumped right into the air, and it's stopped by Habib. Bouncing puck over beside the Strathroy bench. Marshall's going to play it up to the blue line. Gets it out. Bounces off a shin pad onto the stick of Habib. Habib off the boards. Power. Trying to knock that one back to Burridge, and now the Nats will bring it into the offensive zone. On the right side, long shot thrown in. That one well wide of the goal. Up to the point, kept in down low, and Nixon is down to the ice here. Laying down in the blue paint, and not a good look for the Rockets here as trainer Mike Brooks makes his way out to check on Nixon.
I'm going to be honest, I looked away from the net when the puck left. Came over to the near boards in front of us. And then I looked up, and he was laying face down in the blue ice. He's moving.
He is up, and I'm a matter of is the trainer Mike Brooks checks on his left foot area, possibly on the skate.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I mean, he's moving, like the right leg, he's moving it around. It's almost one of those he wants to get up.
Yep. So Nixon getting tended to here. He's up to his knees as trainer Mike Brooks. And I don't know if this is
equipment related
or an injury or not, Eldon, but it doesn't look like he is in a total amount of discomfort.
It was odd because he was laying face down in the blue ice, not moving, which indicated to me that maybe something was wrong. But you see it a lot.
It's one way to get a whistle as well, though.
I didn't think they were running around that badly. One of those. Oh, good. Here we go.
It was an equipment issue, it looks like, as he is back up.
Yeah, and you see it often, even in the NHL, when you watch games on TV.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. No, he tried to stretch it toward that post, and he's done.
He's holding up his left leg as he makes his way off of the ice.
Yeah, he's not putting any real pressure on that left foot.
And just a minute and 38 seconds into this hockey game, the Rockets are going to be without their top goaltender, Chaz Nixon, as he leaves the ice. And now Gordy O'Dwyer is going to be tasked with coming into this hockey game and essentially playing the whole thing.
So the upside for O'Dwyer, we're only a minute 38 into the first period, and he took a lot of shots in warm-up. They take turns in the pregame, taking shots. So he's not that far removed from getting warm. It's not like he's coming in the middle of the second period or something like that. But it definitely changes the outlook of everything we were just talking about here for tonight's game.
Yeah, for a goalie, I mean, coming into a hockey game as a backup goaltender, like you said, if you sit for half the game and then have to come in, that can often be a tough task. But Gordy O'Dwyer is probably just about 15 minutes removed from coming off the ice from warm-ups where you see the goalies take equal amount of shots. So he is ready to go as you can be for a backup goaltender.
And he got a quick touch, too. The first faceoff kind of rolled right up to him.
That's walk across the point, pass into the skates of Riley Wood. Now the clearing attempt by Faulkner is going to be picked off. Faulkner gets the puck back. Off the glass and out as this one rolls back down into the London zone. Faulkner chasing it down back behind the London net. Now trying to get it in the corner is Ballas. Battling with a couple of Nats defenders down low as Monroe tries to get it away. Ballas still against the wall here off to the right side in the London zone. Now the Nats will make a move to get it up ice. Burridge, long pass, poked away there. The Nats will bring it in. Left side, Power. Power now, cutting back behind the net, looking for a chance and a shot out front. Burridge couldn't get a hold on it. Now it comes off to the right side of Gordy O'Dwyer. Nats still in possession. Now here come the Rockets as Wood picks it up. Wood going to carry this one through, dumping it into the London zone. Nats quickly turned it up ice. Julian, pass to Burridge. Burridge looks back out front. Nats couldn't get a shot off. Now another one thrown on from the point. That one well wide, up to the point again. Capped in by the defender. Dumped back into the corner for the Nats captain, Burridge. Knocks down Piercy, throwing a shot on goal, and that one gloved down by O'Dwyer as he makes the save. 17:04 to go here in the opening period.
Yeah, Piercy doing his best to be in the face of Burridge on the near boards here and not let him walk off the boards to get that shot. An easy glove save for O'Dwyer from the half wall.
Picked up down low. Montesi lost it. Nichols has it. Nichols with Piercy on him.
Yeah.
Comes out the other way. Arm comes up here. Penalty on the way. It's going to be to Piercy.
Hooking.
And the Nats will get their first power play of the game here, just over 3 minutes into this contest.
And I'll be honest with you, I think he got away with the first one. The arm didn't go up right away, and he reached in for a second pull. And 3:07 in. The Rockets on their second goaltender, and now down a man.
A big penalty kill coming here for the Rockets early. A Nationals power play unit that is awfully good. Don't want to give them too many chances throughout the course of the game. They're getting one early here. Face off one back to the point here as the Nats get set to work on their first power play. It's Power handing it off down low, walking out. Bauer's shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer as he makes the save. That's getting a quick shot on goal there.
Yeah. O'Dwyer's he's in it. Like I said, coming in so early in the game, not that far removed from being warm, is the only upside to Nixon being out of the game.
Nats power play working at 24.7% as that shot on is into the corner. Now up to Power. Power at the blue line here on the left side, hands it off to the point. Looking for a shot on. That one's right into the stick of Hewitt. McGowan over to Burridge. Long pass trying to find Bowers on the left side. It was tipped. Bowers still picks it up. Walks out to the top of the circle, hands it off to Power down low. Returns to Bowers. Up to the point. Bowers looking for a one-time chance there. That one was knocked away. Chance out front, stopped by O'Dwyer. Nats still in possession here. 45 seconds into the man advantage. McGowan over to Burridge. Hands it off to Power on the left side. Power looking for a pass through. That one's intercepted and sent down the length of the ice.
Great job. Kendry getting that down the ice. Wholesale change for the Rockets.
Long pass finds Power just inside the Strathroy zone here. Bowers in the corner on the left side. Up to Power again, still out on the ice here on this man advantage. McGowan, Burridge shot. That one's going to miss. Might have went off a stick as it's up to the point and capped in. Now Power, off down low. Off to the right of O'Dwyer, poked away there. Nice defensive play to get it away by Marshall. Now up to the point again for McGowan. McGowan straight away, center shot on. That one's going to be blocked. Clearing attempt knocked down by the stick. Off to the right side, Burridge a shot through. That one's going to miss. Holding on to it here, 20 seconds to go here on the London power play. Their first of the game. Looking for a shot on. Stopped by O'Dwyer, comes out to the side. Habib trying to clear. Burridge is going to take control of the puck. Burridge with a rocket all over him. Odd angle shot, stopped by O'Dwyer. Puck bounces out, and it's going to be blown down there by the official.
Net must have moved, yeah.
O'Dwyer's got a strap loose on his mask.
No, it is. Yeah. It's a loose strap. I was going to say the linesman came into the net, but I didn't see that net move when I thought he was going to fix it, but no. Clearly a strap had come loose on O'Dwyer's mask. Face off now to his left. 6 seconds remaining in the penalty to Piercy.
Face off to the left of O'Dwyer. One back by the Nats up to the point. Looking for a shot. Didn't get a whole lot on this one. Rebound picked up. Looking for another chance there. And that one was poked away. Back out onto the ice here is Piercy. Rockets back to even strength. That's still in possession. Looking for a shot on. That one's going to miss blocker side. Come all the way back out to the neutral zone. And the Rockets will get a much-needed change up front as Piercy comes to the bench. Now a long pass will go off a skate and down the ice into the Strathroy zone. Back to get it there, Montesi. Now he hands it off. Laszlo. Quick pass, and now the Rockets will work their way up with Hewitt on the right side. Hewitt inside the zone. Drop pass. Looking to try and get that one over. Now to the point. Laszlo winds up with a shot. That one's going to be stopped by Flores, getting his first test of the hockey game. In the corner here, still inside the London zone. Nats looking to clear. They'll get this one up to their own blue line. Now to center and out inside the Strathroy zone. Alex Laszlo, the former Nat, back in his old building for the first time. Montesi back to him as he sets up behind the Strathroy net. 14 minutes to go in the opening period. Ballas carries it up ice. Ballas into the offensive zone looking for a shot on. Easily stopped by Flores, and he made a little bit of a bobble on it, but he covers up and we'll get a whistle. Face-off coming inside the London zone.
Yeah, I haven't had too many of those so far here. The first 6 minutes, 12 seconds. Rockets have already killed the first penalty of the game, and now we'll have an offensive zone face-off to the left of Owen Flores.
Off the draw, Ballas with a shot. That one bouncing around. Rockets pick it up. Chance out front, and they score! It's Faulkner bearing it, and the Rockets strike first, 1-0.
A delayed call. There was a penalty upcoming to the Nationals, and the puck just happened to squirt free out in front of Flores. Faulkner picked it up and just kind of walked across the blue ice and put Faulkner down and slid the puck into the wide open side. And we discussed Faulkner prior to the game being on the line with Wood and Ballas, and good for him opening the scoring here tonight.
So a tie-up after the face-off at center with the Rockets leading 1-0 on just their third shot of the game. And it's Faulkner getting the goal to put the Rockets up 1-0 here, an important first goal. Down low, Faulkner battling as well. Up to the point, another shot on. That one goes off a sticking over top of the net. Now Riley Wood trying to hand it off down low, and he gets hit into the wall. And a penalty on the way here as a crowd draws just off to the right of the penalty bench. And the Rockets will head to the power play.
Check from behind is the signal on the ice from the referee.
Wood went to go get the puck about 3 feet off the wall.
Is somebody leaving? Yeah.
Yeah, with the check from behind, he's going to be out of this hockey game.
I'm going to wait for the time to go up on the clock, but
the Rockets getting a huge power play here after striking to go up 1-0.
Kind of a scary, it's that, 2-3 feet from the boards kind of play, and the referee, Van Heeswyk, has motion. I'm still waiting for the minutes to go up on the clock. 2 minutes has gone up on the clock.
Yeah, 2-minute power play for Strathroy, but the Nats will be without a man early on here. Down low inside the London zone. Here's the Rockets get set to work on their first power play of the hockey game. Holding on to it, now losing the puck as that one's going to be flipped down the ice. Ballas just lost the handle of it inside the blue line. Andersholm trying to tie up a man down low here. The Rockets now from their own zone get set to move up ice. Now it's up to Faulkner. Faulkner coming through the middle. Now Faulkner cuts in. Shot on! That one goes off the bar. Oh, he might have had his second there, but that one off the bar and right down to the ice.
Yeah, beat Flores cold there, but it was bar down and stayed out, I believe. I know we're kind of at the far end of the rink here, but nobody put their hands in the air.
And now from behind the Strathroy net comes Owen Kindry. Kindry pass up onto the stick of Dundas, right off his stick, and quickly sent back down into the Strathroy zone with O'Dwyer to play it. A man right on him here as Laszlo picks it up. Laszlo now Pass over to the left side. Now the Rockets will work it up forward. Coming in on the left side, looking for a chance, cutting through, and that one knocked away by a defensive slide. Up to the point for Marshall. Marshall to Laszlo. Laszlo hands it off left side, still holding on to it here up to Laszlo again. Now over to Marshall. Keeps it inside the blue line here on the right side. Handing it off down low for Piercy. Piercy into the corner. Dundas trying to walk out from with it. Throws it off the side of the net. And now this one's going to be cleared on a backhand into the Nats bench and out of play with 31 seconds to go on the Strathroy power play.
London coach Colin Wilson with the catch on the bench there when that puck went up and in. Still waiting for word on 2 and 10 with 13 minutes to go. I would have thought they'd put him in the penalty box. But I don't profess to know whether or not the check from behind comes with an automatic game misconduct or not.
Over to the point here for Montesi. Montesi on the right side, working on the power play here for Strathroy. 31 seconds to go in the man advantage. Now down low. Montesi into the corner for Dundas. Looking for a pass out front. Had that one knocked off the stick. 15 seconds to go in the man advantage. Montesi over to Laszlo. Laszlo looking for a shot through. That one stopped by the pad. Big rebound kicked out, but the Nats will clear all the way back out into the Strathroy zone. And with 4 seconds to go, that'll just about do it for the man advantage here as Nelson circles back behind the Strathroy net. Nothing going on the Strathroy power play, but they lead 1-0. Coming through the middle here, trying to poke that one away was Nelson. Piercy trying to knock down the puck at center. Piercy will pick it up and work into the offensive zone. Now on the left side, knocked off his stick. Rockets inside the London zone here, trying to get possession and keep possession here as the Nats look to clear. From back behind the London net, off to the left side of Flores here. They'll throw it around to the opposite side, chipping that one out and getting it back to the Strathroy blue line for Habib. Habib got 2 Nats right on him here, circles back behind the Strathroy net. Pass comes over to Marshall, quick pass over to Kilby, just off Kilby's stick as he tried to poke it forward, but it's going to be sent right back into the Strathroy zone. D over to Marshall. He'll go back to Habib. We approach the halfway mark here of this opening period. 1-0. Strathroy leads on the early goal by Faulkner. Dumped into the zone by Spezial. Now the Nats will circle and set up back behind the net here. Holding on to it is Thomas Monroe. Now Monroe handing it off back to the blue line. Carrying this one up through the middle. Julian lost it. Now Chard trying to fire a shot on, and O'Dwyer will make the save. An easy one there. 10:01 left here in the first.
I did find it odd. I have an update here. Rylan Bowers got the 2 minutes for checking from behind, which comes with a game misconduct for checking from behind. It wasn't boarding. The referee obviously felt that was, in the numbers, dangerous distance from the boards. So Rylan Bowers, 6:42 into the first period. His night is over.
We're just halfway through this opening period here. Nats with a big offensive zone face-off, trying to tie this one up and get a shot off to the right side of O'Dwyer now. It's up to the blue line, kept in. Back down low for Elliston. Now Elliston on his forehand. Holds onto it, comes out front, looking for a pass, gets past Pimentel. Now off to the right side, looking, shot on. That one's going to go over top of O'Dwyer, off the glass, but kept in at the blue line by Barnes. Now Nelson kicks it up to Gallant. Gallant looking as he works this one forward. He'll dump it in. Pimentel will chase back inside the London zone, and now a big hit from Pimentel, and he's going to be getting a call as a penalty on the way here. London works their way up ice. Flores heads to the bench. It's dumped into the Strathroy zone. It'll be touched by Smith, and now Pimentel is going to see some time in the box, and his night is going to be over as well.
Checking from behind.
Same call, same results, and the Rockets will head to the penalty kill, and they'll be without Pimentel for the rest of this game.
If that's going to be called all night, I'll be happy. That is exactly the kind of thing. You can talk degree of what might have been worse or not, but if they're going to call checking from behind and keep the kids from hitting each other in the numbers, I am all right with that.
So 9:19 left here in the first. The Nats will head back to the power play.
Been an eventful start. If you've joined us late, Chaz Nixon only played a minute 38 before leaving the game with an apparent left leg injury of some sort. And now both Rylan Bowers of the Nationals and Matt Pimentel of the Rockets have been ejected for checking from behind infractions.
All that toppled with a 1-0 Strathroy lead on shots that favor the Nats 9-3. That's their 10th shot, stopped by O'Dwyer. Working on the power play here, it's Power. He works it up to the point. Now at the blue line off to Burridge on the right side. Back to center, now to Power. Power handing it off down low. Chard with it here on his forehand up to Power. Power out to the top of the circle to Chard down low. Chard looks out front. That one's going to be sent down the ice as Spezial saw the rebound come up and he dumps it down into the London zone.
Great work.
Flores plays it here as the Nats get set up in their own zone here. Ready to work back up ice on the man advantage. Burridge to the left side. Power brings it in across the line. Power, nice move, cut into the net there. And a good defensive play to knock him off the puck as O'Dwyer covers up and gets the whistle.
When last we were here, Power spent a lot of his evening talking to the striped shirts. Good to see that has continued. He's already in the ear of referee Van Heeswick, looking for a call there. Although I thought it was just a good body play, taking him off the puck in front of the net.
Tried to split the defenders and work his way to the net and was knocked off the puck. Rockets will clear off the stick of Kindry down the ice here as the Nats are halfway through this man advantage. A minute to go and they'll get set up from behind their own net. Shots favor London 10-3 here. But it's a 1-0 Strathroy lead as we work through this first period. Dumped in. Now back behind the net of O'Dwyer. He'll throw that one off the glass. Getting it up to the hash marks, and now Piercy trying to battle with it. Now off into the corner. Holding on to it now, up to the point. Just inside the line, off to Julian. Julian back up to Monroe. Monroe looking for a shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. A little bit of a look behind him there to see where it was, but it was in between his legs.
And Beaupre standing right on the edge of the blue ice waiting for that puck to appear. And luckily for O'Dwyer, it never did. I think he got a piece of it with his right arm, and it just happened to fall in his lap. Face off to his left here with 28 seconds remaining in the penalty to Pimentel.
Now around the perimeter here, the Nats work on this man advantage, and it's Julian on the left side now. To Monroe, he returns the pass. Julian looks out front, on the side there, and Torrealba had a good chance, but it bounced off his stick. Now up to the point again. Holding on to it here. Julian on the left side. Penalty expiring here. And back out onto the ice is Gallant. Now on the left side, Julian looking to the middle. Gallant comes in there and knocks away the puck. Nats still in possession here, back behind the Strathroy net. Kindry in there to get it away. And now here come the Rockets. Back up ice through center. Will be dumped in by Hogarth. Into the right corner here. The Rockets will get a much-needed change inside the London zone now. The puck as Monroe has it back behind the net. Handing it off right side. Nats get set to work up through the middle here. Knocked away by Spezial. Spezial will hand it back to the defenseman in Laszlo. And the Rockets will go back inside their own zone. Laszlo, nice play to bounce that one off the back of the net. And now he works it up through the middle here. Oh, dangerous play there, but Riley Wood able to chip it past. Now Barnes. Handing that one off. Pass comes through. Vanderzon will chase it down at the blue line. Nice play, but a better defensive play by Montesi to make sure he couldn't get past. Tying up a man against the body. And now a big hit up against the wall there. Setting down Duarte. Bunker with it. Up to the point here. Shot thrown through. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Bounces off the glass behind the net here. Nats still in possession. Duarte up to the point. Now back down low. Duarte walks out with his forehand, and he's set down by Ballas. Huge hit by the Rockets forward to sit down Duarte.
Second time in that shift, Duarte's picked himself up off his pants.
Laszlo will intercept a pass, and now the Rockets get set to move up ice. It's Laszlo controlling the puck into the offensive zone, and the Rockets are offside there as the defenseman carrying it across put the forwards offside.
Yeah, Riley Wood on the left wing going in a bit early as Laszlo shifted from left to right at the blue line. Nationals lead the shot clock 12-3 with 5:49 to go, but the Rockets with the stat that matters, the one and only goal of the first period by Caden Faulkner.
Julian draws in to take the draw against Nelson here after Power got thrown out by the linesman. It's one back by the Nats here inside the London zone. Looking for a pass. That one will go off the boards and out of the reach of all the Nationals players. Back for Habib inside the Strathroy zone. Now to Marshall. Quick pass, Piercy, back to Habib. He'll carry it up from his own blue line. Tries to throw it through center. Now it's going to be turned over. Here come the Nats the other way. Power, left side. Nice little move to try and work through, but he's knocked away. And the Rockets will clear back out to center at least, as that one took a funny hop right in front of the Strathroy bench. Now a long pass, intercepted. In comes Nelson. Drops it. Dundas looking for a shot, and that one stopped easily by the glove of Flores.
Yeah, top of the circle coming in, took the drop pass, and wide open view for Flores. Nobody in front of the net. That was an easy save for him. Now be a face-off to his right, deep in the National zone. 5:10 to go here in the first period.
I think Dundas rushed himself a little bit more than the time he
Off
had
foot
inside
there
the zone.
too. It looked like he had room to move in, I think, there.
Face off one, back to the point, Kindred. Now to Spezial, he's straight away shot on. That one hits traffic out front, going to be turned away as the Nats trying to bring it through from center. On the left side, they'll get to the blue line, dump it in, and chase down as Chard back behind the net. That one's going to go out of play as Smith knocked that one into the netting here. And I believe the face-off will stay inside the Strathroy zone. 4:53 to go here in period number one.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's going to be here to the right with Gordy O'Dwyer down in front of us. Our vantage point, I'm sorry, they're taking it outside.
Well, they're going to say that Smith trying to put it into the corner. It went off a National stick, so just Rockets with a little bit of a break.
Yep.
Face off in the neutral zone. Chard trying to tie that one up. Elliston will hand it back to Monroe, but it'll go past Monroe all the way back into the London zone here. 4 3/4 minutes to go here in period number one. A 1-0 Strathroy lead. Coming up through the middle here to center and dumped in. Back behind the net, O'Dwyer out of his goal to play it. He'll throw it over to the hash marks on the side. Now Elliston holds onto it into the corner. Michael Elliston looking to try and move that one out front. Knocked off the puck by Hogarth. Kindry battling, trying to get it away. Shot thrown on, and that one stopped by O'Dwyer.
Shot disparity grows, 13-4. The Nationals lead the shots. 4:21 to go here. But O'Dwyer has looked sharp since coming in. Only a minute 38 into the game.
Face off to his left. One back, Montesi to Laszlo, and now Laszlo quickly up to Hewitt. Nice breakout by the Rockets as he puts it onto the stick of Nelson, and Nelson will chip it past. Right on goal to Flores. He'll cover up, and the Rockets will just move the face-off down ice into the London zone here. 4:11 to go in period number one. Nationals still controlling the shot category. Had a lot of chances, but O'Dwyer's stood tall since coming into the game in replacement of Nixon. Now a long pass out of the reach of everyone, and it'll be an icing call here against the Nats. Arsenault just trying to find a long outlet pass. No one there to pick it up for the Nationals, and we'll redo the face-off, this time on the right side of the ice, off to the right of Flores. Arsenault in the corner, now back out front. Here come the Nationals up ice now from their own blue line to center. Pass off to the left, Nichols. Nichols looking out front, pass, nobody there to pick it up. Now turned over, Beaupre. Beaupre picked it up, but the Rockets will get it back. Back behind the Strathroy net here for Laszlo. Just looking to try and clear. He throws it off the boards. Bouncing puck gets up to center, and Barnes will pick it up, throw it right back into the Strathroy zone. Jacob Montesi over to his D partner and Alex Laszlo. The return pass. Montesi again. Now he's looking to get it up ice onto the stick of Gallant. Gallant will poke that one past. He's got Hewitt with him. Looks to get the pass over to Nelson. Nelson cuts to the net. Nelson shot on, and it's going to be stopped by Flores.
Yeah, nice stop by Flores. Nelson was just in a little bit too tight already in underneath the hash marks by the time he got a stick on that puck. Flores did a nice job covering the lower half of the net, which was really all Nelson had to shoot at.
Down to the final few minutes of this opening period here in London. An action-packed, excitement-filled opening period here. As the face-off, one back to the point, tried to dumping that one in, Habib. Coming in, Marshall on the other side, into the corner for Riley Wood. Wood looking to play this one off to the side. Faulkner brings it out. Faulkner with a backhand shot. That one was blocked. Bounces up to the point where it's kept in for now, and now the Nationals will clear. Looking to try and work it up ice quickly here. On the left side, dumped in. It's picked up by Habib. Habib, a quick pass up the boards to Faulkner. Faulkner at center will dump it in. Takes a hop onto the stick of Wood. Wood with a shot. That one is going to be blocked out front. Didn't make it to Flores, and the Nationals will turn up ice, come to center, hands it off to the left side. Now down low, but they're going to be offside on the play here as a crowd draws in the corner.
Duarte trying to involve himself with Caden Faulkner down here in the corner in front of us. Bunker didn't realize that the winger on the far side was already in the zone. Play goes offside with 2:36 left. Face-off will be outside the zone in front of the Rockets bench. Caden Hogarth will be taking the draw for the Rockets.
Hogarth, Kilby, Spezial out there for Strathroy. Same line that started this hockey game. Back to Barnes on the fence here as the Nationals bring it in. Stopped by Smith. Puts it off the glass here. Nationals trying to keep it in. Julian into the corner. Battling against Smith. Power in there to assist him. Burge looks on just outside here. Kilby in the corner. Tied up against the glass there as the Nationals try to poke it towards the Strathroy net. Kindry will pick it up. Now Kindry trying to throw this one up ice. Knocked out of the air by Burridge. Onto the stick of Power. Power handing it off. Pass. Burridge. Burridge one-time shot. That one blocked by Kilby, who was down to the ice to block it. And the Rockets will clear off the glass and out. Now Kilby at center. Kilby coming in, but they are offside there. And Spezial knew it right away.
Yeah, I got the signals crossed at the junction there. Spezial was coming back left as Kilby went to the right, and something had to give or there was going to be a collision.
Neutral zone face-off with 1:54 left here in the period. Burridge draws in here after Powers knocked out of the face-off. It's off to the side for Barnes, and now here come the Nats the other way. Pass out of the reach of Julian. Marshall throws it into the zone, and now the Rockets are inside the London zone here. Back behind the net battling is Nelson. Nelson trying to get the puck away. Now into the corner, Hewitt. Hewitt can't get it through. Nats looking to try and clear. Collision there as Piercy had that one, but it was knocked away, and here comes London up ice. It's Julian just inside the zone here. Pass down low to Burridge. Burridge looking out front, nobody there to pick it up for Strathroy. Habib running into some trouble back behind the Strathroy net. Cycles it back, nobody there, and it's Power. Power trying to pick it up, chips it past Hewitt. Now Power, back down low. Nelson will get it out. Back to the neutral zone, and the Nats will dump it in. O'Dwyer's out of his net to play it here. As the Nats go for a line change. Over to Hewitt. Hewitt at the blue line. Looking to try and find a pass and dump it in. Fans on the pass. It'll be picked up by Torrealba. Back to the defenseman in Arsenault. Arsenault circling back inside his own zone. Over to Monroe. Monroe, quick pass up to Torrealba at center. He'll get to center. Quick pass to Chard. Chard looking in. Chard comes through, looking for a pass on Noel. And that one was tipped right on to Gordy O'Dwyer, who covers up and makes the save.
Great job by Marshall there to try and break up that pass across. It deflected off him and rolled right into O'Dwyer. And with 41 seconds to go, the Rockets will look to finish this period up 1-0.
Try and finish strong here with 41 seconds left on the clock. Face off in the Strathroy zone. Now Laszlo back behind the net to the opposite side for Smith. Smith just looking to try and get this one out. Wood will chip it forward onto the stick of Kilby. Kilby had that one knocked away from him. Pass through the neutral zone. Carrying it on the left side. McGowan back behind the net here. Circles the net, holding onto it onto his forehand. Nice pass. Torrealba shot blocked by Kilby. Gets the rebound. Back down low. Tries to go between the legs. This one's going to be knocked away and now covered up by O'Dwyer with 13.1 to go. We'll get a face-off inside the Strathroy zone.
The best chance there was lost when great pass across from the far corner out here to Torrealba. He couldn't take it clean. If he's able to one-time that, it's the best chance they were going to have, but he bobbled the puck, and by then Kilby was able to block his shot, and O'Dwyer ended up covering the puck.
Off the draw here, looking for a point shot. That one's over top, bounces off the glass and almost right onto the stick there. But the Rockets looking to try and clear, tied up against the wall for Hogarth. It's out to center. The horn will go, and period number 1 will come to an end here with the Rockets leading 1-0 over the Nationals.
Well, a very busy first period. The Nationals outshoot the Rockets 14-6, but the Rockets walk into the dressing room in the first intermission with a 1-0 lead.
So a minute and 38 seconds into this opening period, Chaz Nixon goes down. Wasn't sure if it was an injury, equipment problems, but he leaves with an apparent left leg injury just a minute and a half into the hockey game. Gordy O'Dwyer has to come in, make his first appearance in just about a month's time since he last faced the London Nationals in a 7-4 loss. And he faces, well, about 12 of those 14 shots, making 12 saves. And his team goes to the locker room with a 1-0 lead. Overall, a successful start here in London for Strathroy. We'll see if they can keep it going here into period number 2.
Yeah, good recipe here. I mean, apart from the fact that they've lost Nixon, and I mean, we don't have official word, but I would presume he's probably not coming back this evening. But not a ton of great scoring chances for the Nationals. I mean, the 14-6 shot disparity notwithstanding, I don't really remember O'Dwyer having to make more than maybe 2 what I would call, grade A stops. Keep them to the outside, make sure that the chances are from distance, and get good goaltending. And you're going to be fine. And I mean, I mentioned earlier a busy first period. We've also had 2 ejections in this game, both for checking from behind. Rylan Bowers of the London Nationals and Matthew Pimentel of the Rockets, both about 4 minutes apart, took minor penalties for checking from behind, which comes with an automatic game misconduct. So both players will also not be back in this game.
So we'll go to break here in London. 20 minutes complete at the Western Fair, and the Rockets lead by a score of 1-0. The lone goal in the period coming off the stick of Caden Faulkner. Brandon Ballas picks up the assist, and it's a 1-0 Strathroy lead as we head to the break. Second period coming up here from London. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Left to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! Well, we welcome you back inside the Western Fair here in London as the Rockets lead 1-0 over the hometown London Nationals through 20 minutes of play. The lone goal in the hockey game so far coming off the stick of Caden Faulkner. Brandon Ballas picking up the assist. We talked about Caden in the pregame show, Eldon, a guy that has moved up onto the first line with Carson Perry out tonight and on Saturday as well. And so far in the first 4 periods of playing up on that line, he has 4 points, a goal and 3 assists.
I mean, he's probably just thinking, hey, Coach, why didn't you put me on this line weeks ago? No, I mean, good for Caden. It was a delayed call coming against the Nationals on that goal, and yeah, Ballas just kind of poked the puck loose. It was right out in front of the net, and Faulkner has a good-sized reach, and he just kind of skated around and put the puck on the other side. So, if this continues, we're not really sure. We're day-to-day with Carson Perry being out. But day-to-day can be, a week, 2. And if Faulkner plays 3 or 4 games on the line and continues to score like this, that's good for him and good for the Rockets.
Caden Faulkner coming into this game, 21 games played. So one of those on the first line, that being Saturday night's game. So in his first 20 games of this season, just 4 points, but he's got 4 in his last 2, so a little bit of a boost for him and a little bit of a boost for this Rockets team without their captain as we get set for period number 2 here in London. Gordy O'Dwyer slotted in for the goaltending position for the remainder of this contest as their starting goalie Chaz Nixon left the game 1 minute and 38 seconds in with a lower body injury. Back into the London zone as we're underway here for period number 2. Nationals back behind their own net here. Getting set to move up ice. Now carrying it forward to center. It's going to be dumped into the corner, and it'll go out of play into the netting area on the backhand. So face-off coming. It'll be in the neutral zone. Just a short 18 seconds into the period.
Just a launch angle a little bit off there. Unable to dump it into the corner.
Rockets getting a little bit of a late change out there. It's a quick shift to start the second.
18-second shift.
Long dump-in's going to go off the end boards. It's picked up by Marshall back behind the Strathroy net. Now the Rockets looking to clear. It's onto the stick of Wood at center. Wood knocked away, picked up by Monroe, and Monroe back inside the London zone. He hands it off McGowan. McGowan off the boards, clearing, but not out as it goes a dump-in on Flores. Is going to be covered up here. So the Rockets will get an offensive zone face-off coming their way.
At every level in any sport, confidence is important. And Caden Faulkner can get a lot of it here playing with this line. Another quick change. 14 seconds, second shift of the period for the Rockets. We're on to the third different line already with 42 seconds played. Something
we've seen throughout the course of this season with Jason Williams behind the bench for Strathroy is, well, I haven't talked to him about it, but I like to attribute it as just getting everybody's feet wet to start a period. He's not afraid to have uber quick shifts to start a period of hockey. Now the Nats working inside the zone. It's Burridge on the right side, looking for a centering pass. Found it, but couldn't get a shot off. Arsenault at the point. This one redirected. It goes wide of O'Dwyer off to the right side for Kilby. Now back behind the Strathroy net. Centering pass, holding on to it here. Shot on, blocked, and it's going to be cleared back out to center.
Nice deflection by Julian. Goes wide of the net. And that number 1 line again on the ice for the Nationals and not getting a good chance to score.
Back to Arsenault. Arsenault from his own blue line. Pass to center. Nats will chip it forward. Now they'll bring it into the offensive zone. Pass coming through, and they're going to be offside there as the pass over to Power brought the puck over the blue line, and the faceoff will come into the neutral zone here. Both teams getting a chance to switch up the lines here.
Yeah, if they can really work, I said it pregame, if they can work on that Burridge power line, the Rockets, and keep them, or at least minimize the damage, it really increases their chance of winning the hockey game.
Nats will carry it in here. Knocked away at the point and now thrown into the opposite corner. Holding on to it back behind the net, Beaupre. Beaupre looking for a pass up to the point, knocked away, and here come the Rockets. Long pass onto the stick, Dundas on the right side. Dundas holding on to it, shot. Knocked away by Flores, off the glass and kept in back behind the London net. Now Nelson. Piercy trying to help him out. It'll be picked up by Pace Roth, and now Beaupre will clear up to the blue line, back to the Strathroy line, where it's going to be picked up here. Tried to carry it in, losing an edge, and now Chard. Chard with it into the middle of the ice, knocked away from him. Back behind the Strathroy net, trying to bring it out front. O'Dwyer knocks it away, still holding on to it here as a good body check separates the puck. Pass comes up to Pace Roth. Pace Roth off to the right side here. Now back up to him at the point. Able to hold it inside the blue line, looking for a shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Now inside the Strathroy zone, off to the corner. Off to the left of O'Dwyer here. The Nats keep it alive. Chard knocked away from him. Rockets still can't clear. Now finally they'll get it out as the puck bounces around in the neutral zone here and it jumped in by London. Montesi is back to get it here in the Strathroy zone as he leaves it for Alex Laszlo. Laszlo bounce pass off the boards. Now coming through the middle of the ice, looking for a long shot on is Nelson. Flores gets his paddle down, makes the stop and hands the puck off to his left. Nats come forward here just over 3 minutes into this second period of play, turning it over here. Now Gallant in across the blue line. Gallant looking to the net. That one knocked away by Flores. Kept in at the blue line. Back behind the goal line. Looking to come out front with it. That one cleared easily by Flores as he knocks it away to the left side. Now back out to center. Strathroy with it as Kindry's pass to Faulkner was caught up in the skates of Bunker there, and the Rockets will have to take it back right out front of the goal here as Kindry works his way up ice. He's got a little bit of speed as he works his way into the zone, hands it off to Gallant. Gallant looking to the net. That one hits off the shin pads of Hewitt, bounces up and all the way up to the point. Now back down low. Hewitt behind the net here, has this one bounce away from him. Gallant trying to chase after the puck here. Lone Rocket behind the goal line is Hewitt. Now Faulkner trying to chase that one down. It'll be picked up here as the Nationals work it up to center. And dumped in by Vander Zalman back behind the Strathroy net here. Holding on to it down low. Looking to try and force a turnover was Faulkner. That's working inside the Strathroy zone here, still on the forehand. Looking to get it up to the point for Arsenault. He does. Arsenault looking, shot on, and that one right into the logo of Gordy O'Dwyer as he squeezes the glove up against the side of the chest.
Again, O'Dwyer looking sharp, playing well positionally, which has never been an issue for O'Dwyer. He's always been a good positional goaltender. But looks good coming out of the bullpen here tonight for the Rockets.
Face off inside the Strathroy zone, won by the Rockets. The exit pass to Wood goes off his stick, and it's going to be turned over as the Nats send it back inside. Now looking for a shot on angle. That one goes off the skates and kept alive here. Almost a turnover there, resulted in a London goal. Walking to the point, shot on. That one blocked it into the corner. Still holding on to it here, back behind the Strathroy net. Nelson over to the right side. Rockets looking to clear. Kept in at the blue line, now getting it back and holding on to it here. Nice pass, works his way through center is Ballas. Ballas, another nice move. Rockets hold the line here. Ballas looking for a shot, and that one goes off the stick of Arsenault and out of play with 15:01 to go here in period number 2.
Yeah, I kind of telegraphed that inside-outside there when the shot finally got taken. Arsenault had his stick in the way. Good defensive play. Face off to the right of Owen Flores.
5 minutes, just under 5 minutes into the second period. Only another game going on in Junior B hockey tonight. That's over in LaSalle. And no score between the Legionnaires and the Vipers. Midway through the second period at the Vollmer Complex in LaSalle. Spezial down low here for Strathroy as the Rockets try to get something working inside the London zone. Up to Power. Power at his own blue line. Trying to leave it for Burridge. Burridge had that one in his skates and lost it here as the Rockets try to work it forward. Now Spezial tied up against the wall. It's the lone Rocket there now coming in to help him. Hogarth. It will be Burridge throwing it up to center and getting it to center. That's as far as it'll get before it's picked up by Power. Power right across the logo through the middle. Still holding on to it here. Looking for a shot on. And that one right into the breadbasket of Gordy O'Dwyer.
Yeah, I hit him right in the logo. A little bit of inside out there. Got the good hard wrist shot from the top of between the circles. But another good stop by O'Dwyer here.
Face off to his right here. Inside the Strathroy zone. Habib trying to get it out. Now Kilby with it. Kilby will throw it off the glass, and it bounces all the way back into the London zone where it's picked up by McGowan. McGowan back behind as he stomps up behind the London net, and Flores looks on as McGowan comes out his left side. McGowan chipped up through the middle onto the stick of Elliston. Elliston tried to go wide right there. Had it knocked off his stick, but the Nats keep it alive here. Good body check, knocks the puck away. Rockets just looking to try and clear now. They get it back out to center. Toriabel over to his left side. It's going to be picked up coming through and across the line. Down low. Back behind the net here. Still working as they work around the perimeter. Pass out into the middle. Stopped by O'Dwyer. Big rebound there, and he's going to cover up the chance as he keeps the door shut. And the score at 1-0.
So good on the rebounds so far tonight. He's not given up a lot of second chance opportunities. And when the puck has kind of squirted out, the Rockets defense has done a great job of clearing the area.
Face off to O'Dwyer's left side here. It's Nelson to take it. One back into the corner. Smith all the way around the boards to Dundas. Dundas just trying to chip this one out. Rockets will get it forward and pass the stick of Piercy into the London zone. Back behind the net here. Nice play to get it over and away as Barnes hands it off. Arsenault now looking for a long pass to the middle. Off the stick of Power. Picked up by Smith. Smith over to Kindry inside the Strathroy zone here as they look for an outlet pass up to center and knocked off the stick of Dundas inside the London zone. Dundas back behind the net looking for a centering pass. No one there to pick it up for Strathroy. It's going to be poked out to center. Nelson a good battle to get it back to the defenseman here. They go D-to-D. Kindry to center, and he'll throw it to the opposite corner where it's going to be chased down once again by Dundas. Nelson in there to try and help him out. Julian trying to knock the puck away from him. Nice play by Piercy. Funny hop off the boards, looking to try and center it. Piercy couldn't get the shot off, knocked it away off the stick of Burridge, and now carrying it forward here into the left corner. Looking for a pass. Back behind the net now with the defense all over him. Nice play by Piercy to get away. Habib up, and a penalty on the way here to the Nationals.
It's about time they called that.
A slashing call. And it's going to be the Nats captain off to the box, Burridge. The Rockets will head to the power play with 12:26 to go in the second.
Second time in 2 shifts. It happened on the last shift down here in front of us. A slash up on the upper arm. And he did the same thing again on this shift. Hey, if you want to whack a guy in the pants, you do that sort of thing. They allow that. It's fine. But once it starts creeping up above the elbow, that's the kind of thing that needs to be called, and in this case it was.
Not always the easiest thing to do with the one official on the ice. For the first time this season, we actually saw a linesman make a call on Saturday. Now picked up behind the net here. Ballas with it, works around the perimeter. Ballas up to Smith. Smith trying to hand that one off to the side. Return pass will go off his stick and all the way back out to the neutral zone with Beaupre chasing down the Rockets defender. Kindry now in the corner off to the right of O'Dwyer. Rockets inside their own zone here. The forecheck forcing them to make a good, clean, crisp pass to get out of their own zone. They're still trapped inside as 30 seconds have now ticked off the power play. Leaves that one for Faulkner, who hands it off to Ballas on the far right side. He'll carry it in. Drop pass to Wood. Wood. Bounce pass off the boards to Kindry at the point. Kindry shot on. That one stopped on, and it stays out there. Rockets put their arms up. They didn't get it. Now another chance for Faulkner. That one fired and stopped by Flores. Back behind the net. Faulkner looking out front. That one kicked by Ballas and just wide. Faulkner holding on to it. Leaves it down low for Wood. Wood working out of the corner up to the point for Smith. Returns it to Wood. Wood tries to fire to the opposite side. Nobody there to pick it up for Strathroy. Monroe will just fire it off Ballas, who keeps it inside the zone. Down low for Faulkner. To Wood. Wood walks out. Shot on. Stopped by Flores. And he'll cover up there, although he fumbled around with it a little bit as the official blew it down. 42 seconds left here on the man advantage.
100% that shot hit the crossbar. This time, unlike the last time, the players did think that they had scored. I think they're talking about it here now, maybe. The referee's talking to one of the linesmen.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt that hit off the crossbar.
No, 100%.
The way that puck bounced out as well.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good view. This is the end of the ice where we do have a pretty good view, almost 90-degree angle view to it. So face off to the left of Flores here with 42 seconds left in the power play for the Rockets.
And right away off the draw, it's going to be cleared back into the Strathroy zone. And the Rockets will have to go back and get it here. Matt's forecheck on the penalty kill, as we've seen by so many teams in the league this year. Ultra aggressive, forcing the team to try and make mistakes. Back behind the net, Nelson had that one knocked off his stick up to Laszlo at the blue line. Laszlo trying to walk away from danger. It's knocked off his stick and cleared back out to center, where it's going to be chased down by Bunker, who picks it up. Bunker now into the corner, working with it. Hands it off onto the opposite side. Nats here just trying to hold on to the puck here as the time runs out on the Rockets' power play, but now it's going to be picked up by Dundas coming on the left side. Into the corner for Dundas, down low. Nelson trying to chase that one away from Torrielba. Torrielba looking to try and get it back. Puck squirts out onto the stick of Dundas. Now Dundas looking, top of the circle. Shot on, rebound, scores! Noah Nelson picks up the rebound out front, buries it past Flores, and the Rockets lead 2-0.
Great effort by Noah Nelson. Shot, talk about it all the time. Never the worst play to put the puck on net. And the shot, the rebound comes out. Flores couldn't quite. It wasn't even that bad a rebound. It only came out a foot or two, but Noah Nelson cruising right near the blue paint. Picks it up and puts it home. 2-0 Rockets. 10-10 to go in the second period. And the shot disparity has really come back into Rocket favor, now 19-15 for the Nationals.
The Rockets didn't get any good chances on the power play, and then right away they come back with a rebound chance out front. Nelson makes it 2-0. Tied up down low in the corner here, trying to get away with the puck. Chard, Monroe in there to help him out, but Spezial knocked it away for a second. Now Chard off to the left side here. To the point. Smith down low, had that puck knocked away from him. Rockets still in possession. Kilby, his pass to Hogarth. Hogarth knocked off the puck. Here come the Nats back up ice through center, to center, and the puck's going to be stripped and taken away. Now dumped back down in the Strathroy zone, where it's picked up by Jonathan Kilby. Kilby through the middle there. Just reflects the body check right off him. Nats keep it back, trying to get it over to Nichols. Nichols lost that one. Now Nichols in the corner with it. Up to the point. Holding on to it, looking for a shot, looking for a pass. Elects for the pass to the middle. It goes off a stick, and it'll be cleared out by Spezial. Now Spezial will chip it forward as Hogarth chases. Hogarth in the zone, looking for an odd angle shot. That one fired wide glove side. Coming on, and Habib had that one go just past him, trying to stay away from the too many men on the ice call.
Yeah, good play there to not touch that puck.
Habib right out front of his own net now. Pass over to Hewitt. Hewitt will carry it up on the right side. Leaves that one for Piercy. Piercy now tried to leave it for Habib. It's going to be a turnover, and here come the Nats the other way at 2-on-1. Elliston with Julian. Elliston with the puck, looking for a shot. Had that one knocked off his stick. Puck bounces back out front, and it's going to be covered up by O'Dwyer.
Great back check. Turned that chance into really not much of a chance, although the loose puck kind of bouncing around near the end there. O'Dwyer had a heck of a time trying to cover it. Little fancy drop pass at the offensive blue line turned into a 2-on-1 the other way.
Up to the point here, and the Nationals trying to keep it inside the Strathroy zone. Habib will rim it around the boards. Gallant has to chase it down. It's up to the point and kept in here by the defenseman. Now trying to clear. This one turned over. Julian with it on his forehand, looking for a shot. Stopped by O'Dwyer. Big rebound comes out into the corner for Burridge. Burridge up to the point. Now holding, looking for a shot. That one's going to be blocked. Trying to poke it away, and now it'll be picked up by Nelson. Nelson trying to work his way up ice on the left side. Nelson trying to cut to the net. Shot on, and Flores makes the glove save and gets the whistle. 8:08 to go here in the second.
Hewitt heading to the bench after that block shot. He did join the rush as the third man, but he is really struggling to get to the bench, working hard to shake that off.
Face off one back here, and now Arsenault in the corner. Up to Wood. Wood back down low. Faulkner and Ballas both out of the reach of them, and it'll be McGowan on the opposite side. McGowan down low, knocked away, trying to pick it up. Ballas came out front, but a good poke check by Flores. He got the paddle in the way. And now a Nationals turnover. Ballas to Wood. Wood back to Ballas. Ballas looking for a shot block. Rebound off to the side there, and he couldn't get a good shot off. It's going to be cleared off the glass and out to center before it's thrown back into the London zone. Now the Rockets will go in and chase. McGowan in the corner with Wood, and it's going to be flipped up and out of play into the netting. And we'll get a whistle here. The Nats will get a change. 7:31 to go here in period number 2. Shots favor the Nationals 21-16, but the Rockets lead 2-0.
2 in-tight goals by Caden Faulkner and Noah Nelson, pouncing on loose pucks and rebounds.
Face-off off to the left side of Flores, up to the point. Shot from distance thrown on, just trying to find it through traffic. All the way up to the blue line where it's kept in by Dundas, knocked into the corner on a backhand. To the opposite side, Monroe with Nelson chasing it down. Vanderzalm trying to get that one out. It bounces off a shin pad where it's going to be dumped right back in by Kindry. Now Flores back behind the London net will play it. Piercy waits on the side of the net there as Monroe passed right through the middle. Knocked away by Nelson. Nelson tries to dump it in. The Rockets pass it back to Kindry. Kindry over to Smith, and Smith quickly up to Piercy, who will bring it in across the line. Trying to poke that one past. Piercy couldn't hold on to it here. Now a chance for the Nats to work it up. Duarte had that one knocked away from him. Nice pass out front of the benches. Knocking that one forward. Now Dundas coming through. Dundas almost worked his way to the net. Monroe knocked it off his stick. Now coming through. Can't keep it in at the blue line. Up to Bunker. Bunker. Pass. Pace Roth. Knocked away from him. And now Nelson comes up ice. Nelson, he's got Kindry with him. A little bit of a short abbreviated 2-on-1 pass. Kindry shot on. Oh, Flores got across and made the spectacular save.
What a stop.
Now the Nationals work it back up ice. Vanderzalm on the right side looking for a pass to the middle. Backhand shot knocked away. Back behind the Strathroy net here. Still holding on to it in possession up to the point. Opposite side. Nelson almost poked that one away. Still holding on to it. They dump it back down low. Into the corner. Now back behind the Strathroy net for Kindry. Kindry getting away from danger. Holds on to it. Hogarth back behind the net. His clearing attempt will go off his stick. Kilby has to get it in the corner. Ties up his man. Up to the point. Almost poked away there. Gets it back and holding on to it. Hogarth as he dodges a hit there. And the Nats running around a little bit here. Pace Roth. Quick pass to the middle. Here come the Nats working their way in. Pass knocked away. Off to the sidewall for Spezial. He'll carry it up. Spezial getting to center and knocked off his stick. And now Kindry, who was on his way back to the bench, has to make a play on the puck. Marshall tipped forward here. 5:21 to go in the second. Rockets leading 2-0 as Kilby knocks it into the London zone. Back for Barnes. Nice play and a quick pass. Have the Nationals working out of their own zone onto the stick of Beaupre, who steps in across the line. Beaupre's pass to the middle. That one's going to be knocked away. Spezial will pick it up, and he'll just flip it back into the neutral zone here. Long time without a whistle. Both these teams getting a little bit tired, running around back and forth down the ice. It's going to be dumped in by Beaupre.
I'm exhausted just listening to you talk.
Hogarth between the legs move. Knocked away from him. Now the Nats get a good chance on. Looking for a shot. Pad save O'Dwyer. Clearing attempt. We'll have the puck bouncing up to the point, and now it'll be picked up by Spezial. He'll just get to center and send it down the ice, and no, they're going to say it's an icing call as he didn't quite get to the line.
Oftentimes the linesman will give you at most levels of hockey just the other side. I didn't think that was so far the other side, but my view's not quite as good.
So the face-off comes back down into the Strathroy zone, and the Rockets are forced to keep a somewhat tired unit out there. Into the corner here. Nats looking to try and take advantage of the icing call. Pass out front. McGowan looking shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Rebound out front. He reaches back with the glove to keep it out. Now back behind the net here. It's going to be picked up by Marshall. He'll clear it off the glass, and this puck gets out, and it's going to be chased down here by Ballas. Monroe there to get it here as he gets it up to Vanderzalm, and now Elston trying to chip that one back. Nice play to get it out to center, and now here comes Elliston. Elliston, couple moves to work his way past into the right corner. Now spins, looking for some space. This one up to the point. Arm comes up here. Penalty on the way to Strathroy. Holding on to it, looking for a shot on. That one stopped, touched up, and it'll be a kneeing call to send the Nationals back to the power play.
I mean, without the benefit of a replay, I mean, obviously, it's always dangerous when the player, and this happens in the NHL too, the guy with the puck tries to step around the hit. And the thing that ultimately happens is knees make contact. And it really did look to me like Elliston was just trying to avoid being hit more so than Faulkner put his knee out. However, 2 minutes on the board, 3:44 to go in the second. Big kill here for the Rockets. They're up 2. And I think if they had their druthers, they'd like to finish the second period with that 2-goal lead.
Yeah, the 2-0 lead here for Strathroy right now. And they're giving him 4. A 4-minute penalty. Shot on, stopped by O'Dwyer from the point. And so the Rockets will be killing off the remainder of the period.
Interesting.
On the penalty to Faulkner. 4 minutes for kneeing. So a huge chance for the Nats here to get back into the game. Just trailing by 2. Cleared up to the line, not out. Kept in by Power, who hands it off into the corner. Now Burridge with it. Up to the top for Power again. Power looking. Burridge. His left side pass was knocked off his stick. The captain works it out to the top of the circle. Now down low, looking for the centering pass. Off a couple of skates, Burridge will pick it up again. Up to McGowan. Power at the center. Now off Burridge, looking shot. That one over top of the net, off the glass and out of play. And the faceoff will come into the neutral zone here with 3:05 to go in the period.
Well, if all goes well here, the Rockets will spend the balance of this period shorthanded. 3:05 to go in the second, 3:21 remaining in the double minor to Caden Faulkner for kneeing on former Rocket Michael Elliston.
Off the draw, tied up right away here. Chard trying to carry it in, circles back, and now will enter the zone. Hands it off left side. Here's the Nats. Continue working on this long extended power play. Monroe to the right side, trying to carry this one out. To the top for Monroe. He hands it off to the left. Now he gets the return pass. Tries to wind one up, gets it up to the blue line. Kept in as Nelson was poking away at it. Now Monroe again. The left side, looking to the middle. This one goes off a skate. It'll be thrown around the boards and all the way back out into the London zone. Flores stops it up. Here's the Nats will get set up. 2:41 to go in the 4-minute penalty. 2:20 to go here in the second period. Monroe. He'll leave that one. Chard will carry it forward. Dumped it past the outstretched stick of Nelson and into the corner. Now up to the point for Monroe again. He hands it off right side, trying to cut through the middle. This one knocked away and sent down the ice off the stick of Nelson. Flores quickly going to pass this one up, but it's out of the reach of everyone here. And a little bit of a turnover. We'll have Spezial bring it into the offensive zone. Spezial shot on, and that one will go off a stick and out of play with 1:48 remaining here in the second period.
Short of scoring a goal there, that was probably the second best outcome for Spezial, was the fact that deflected off the defender and up into the netting. Face off with 4 seconds left in the first half of the double minor.
Always good to get through that first half of the double minor, and then you ensure that even if they do score, you're not going to have to kill off another penalty.
Yeah.
And with that, the first penalty will come to an end here, so the Rockets just set to kill off 2 minutes here. And it'll be essentially for the balance of this period with 1:35 to go in the second period. It'll be Burridge at his own line. Now carrying it forward. In across the blue line. Now off to Burridge again on the right side. Out front, looking past. That shot over top of the goal. Bounces off the glass, kept in by Burridge. Burridge going to swap spots with McGowan. Now he hands a pass off. McGowan, right side. Up to the top of the circle. Now to Burridge. Hands it off. Looking down low. Shot on through. O'Dwyer makes the save. Big rebound squirts out to the side and back behind the Strathroy net. It's held on by London. Last minute to play here in the second period. Rockets killing off a penalty. And it's Power on the right side here for London. Back down low in the corner. Now he hands it off to the goal line. Walking out. Looking for options here. The Nats work around the perimeter. Pass up. Knocked away. And the Rockets will clear back out to center. chasing that one down, Spezial and McGowan here as the puck bounces through, and now the Rockets will send it right back on goal for Flores with 30 seconds to go in the period. Burridge settles down the puck here as he gets set to come up ice here for the Nationals. 20 seconds to go. Pass will go off the skates and back down behind the Strathroy net. Now Burridge, a chance to come off the wall with it. Top of the circle, now straight away. Shot on, that one through traffic, and it squeaks through O'Dwyer and gets no more than 6 inches across the goal line. And a killer as the Nats score with 9.8 to go in the period.
A bit of a... I'm not sure how to describe it. When the Rocket went back behind the net, he would have been on the forehand for the chance to rim it around. But instead, on the backhand, he kind of threw it back up the other way, and it went right to the defender. And a few seconds later, it's in the net.
Faulkner having a word with the official there after he's out of the box. Puck down, Nats will bring it into the offensive zone. Chances that one goes off into the corner. Another shot on, that one just wide. It bounces back out to center, but the horn will go. And period number 2 comes to the end. The Nats salvage the second period, if you will. They get a late power play goal to bring them back within 1. But the Rockets will head to the break here through 40 minutes of hockey with a 2-1 lead.
Well, you can never complain about going into the third period with a lead. But if you're the Rockets, you're probably not feeling too good about the fact that it's only a 1-goal lead now, giving up a power play goal with less than 10 seconds left. It's always a killer when you give up a goal in the final minute of a period, heading into the dressing room. But now you've given life to the Nationals, who only need a hint of oxygen to come back in this.
So the Rockets were doing so well, so close to killing off a 4-minute penalty to Caden Faulkner. And then the Nats strike with 9.8 seconds remaining in the second period to get them back within 1. You can talk about the negatives all you want, but the Rockets will head to the third here in London with a 2-1 lead, something that if you asked a lot of people, they wouldn't say was going to happen here in London tonight. But the Rockets will try to ride off that momentum and into the third period and try to see if they can come away with a couple of points here in London. The shots on goal, 27-17 in favor of the Nationals. They pull away a little bit more with that late power play, but the Rockets made it close at one point. The goals in the second period, Noah Nelson picked up the Rockets' second of the game. Dylan Dundas and Alex Laszlo on the assists. And then Jeffrey Burridge picked up the goal for the Nats on the power play. He gets credit with it. The power play goal gives the Nationals their first of the game, and they are back within 1. We'll go to break here in London. It's a 2-1 Rockets lead here. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey. Third period coming up from the Western Fade. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Left to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! Well, we welcome you back inside the Western Fair Sports Centre here in London. 40 minutes of hockey complete here on this Wednesday night in the Forest City. And the Rockets have themselves a 2-1 lead in this hockey game. A big third period, to say the least, coming up here in London as we get set for the third here at the Western Fair. The Rockets getting goals from Caden Faulkner and Noah Nelson. Some secondary scoring stepping up into the lineup tonight to get the Rockets a 2-1 lead. But let's talk about the goaltending performance so far from Gordie O'Dwyer. Put in a tough situation when he has to come into the game a minute and 38 seconds in with the injury to Nixon. He's faced 25 shots so far, and just one getting by him, that one on the power play, and it just squeaked by him as well.
Bit of a dribbler there, yeah, an unfortunate bounce. Couldn't quite corral it on its way by as he dove back to try and actually they almost kept it out as it was. Just crossing the line and getting the Nationals back into the game. But yeah, O'Dwyer has looked great since coming in very early in the first period.
Gordie O'Dwyer came in after about a month off since his last action in a hockey game. He played against the London Nationals, lost that game 7-4, stopped 28 of 35, but the Nationals got to him. Tonight he has been much better. A lot, in fact, to the defense, keeping the shots to the outside for the most part. You can only do so much on the power play, but 5-on-5 hockey, the Rockets have done a phenomenal job at making sure the Nationals haven't got any grade A scoring chances. You can think of maybe 2 or 3 throughout the course of the entire game that you would call grade A chances on a 5-on-5 play.
Absolutely. The Rockets are full value for the lead. I mean, you've got the goaltender who's helped you get points at a much higher rate over the last few weeks than you were previous. Go down a minute 38 into the game, and O'Dwyer has come in, and you don't even, he hasn't skipped a beat here. He looks great. They've played well, kept the shots to the outside, as you said, for the most part. Really kind of frustrating the Nationals, who have, maybe taken a little bit longer to take shots or look for better looks. But 20 minutes to go here. They're only up by 1, but the upside is they will be starting the third period up even, 5-on-5.
They start the third period 5-on-5, and they start it with a 2-1 lead in this hockey game. You look at the stats coming into the third period. The Nationals have 3 wins. They also have a loss and 2 losses in extra time, so they're pretty good at getting back into hockey games when they're down. They've done it on home ice. They've done it on the road. The Rockets want to make sure that doesn't happen tonight, and really to do so, it's as simple as saying keep doing what you've been doing. Don't try to change your gameplay to be defensive. Don't try to keep this a 2-1 game. Keep playing as you're doing. Keep getting the chances offensively that you have been. Keep keeping the Nats to the outside, and who knows how this third period might go for Strathroy.
Yes, prevent defense only prevents you from winning more often than not. So, no, absolutely. If they just play the final 20 the way they've played the first 40, I like their chances.
The last 2 weeks here with the Rockets acquiring Chaz Nixon, getting some help in goal, they have been, well, not really climbing the standings, but they've been working their way towards being a team that, can maybe slide up in the 7th or 6th place in the standings right now. They're tied with St. Thomas for 7th place and just 5 points behind the LaSalle Vipers for 6th. A big 2 points here can go a long way, not just in terms of the standings, but in terms of giving yourselves a confidence boost. Look at the way the Rockets have played in the last 4 games in particular, getting 2 wins, getting 2 extra points. It boosts your confidence when you play well. Even if the Rockets don't come away with the win tonight in London, they've played a heck of a game, and that can go miles in terms of making your stretch towards the winter break go a lot better.
This is a confidence booster if they can pull this out here tonight. Definitely London, the number 1 team in the Western Conference. But every 2 points is important. They have moved themselves 5 points clear of Sarnia. Out of the final, or out of the last place spot in the Western Conference. The 9th place team will miss the playoffs. And, Sarnia now only 5 wins, 1 of those over Strathroy, an overtime win in Sarnia. where we will visit twice in the next couple of weeks.
So the Rockets and Nationals back out to the ice here as we get set for period number 3 at the Western Fair. We'll start 5-on-5, and we'll start with the same line out there for Strathroy that has started periods 1 and periods 2. Get their feet out underneath them. Gordy O'Dwyer back between the pipes here as he gets set for a big third period. And most notably, as you look towards the Rockets bench, no Chaz Nixon sitting there, so obviously not ready to get anywhere close to a return. Ready at center ice here as we get set for puck drop, and it is down. We are underway. Spezial takes control of it, gets to the Nationals blue line, and dumps it inside the London zone. Back behind the net, Kilby trying to poke that puck away. Just below the goal line, off to the corner on the right side. Up to the point, shot on, is going to be blocked as the Nats will bring it up forward to center. Kindry steps up, and he pokes that one away, dumps it back inside the London zone. From back behind the London net, right out front of the goal there. We'll poke it up to the hash marks. Kilby trying to take the body away. Spezial holds onto it at the blue line. He's taken down, but he gets the puck deep. Back behind the London net. He's slow to get back up to his feet here on this fresh ice. Here come the Nationals up from the blue line to center. They'll dump it in once getting to center as McGowan will chase it back behind the Strathroy net. Here's McGowan holding onto it, looking out front, shot on. That one's going to be blocked as well. Trying to get it out here, Habib. Now holding onto it, Power. Couple of moves as he works his way through. Now Burridge looking to try to center it for Chard. Hogarth just trying to tie it up against the wall. In comes Habib to help him out in the corner. Now Burridge, who waits just outside the scrum there, looking to try and poke that puck through. It gets up to the point. Kilby had that one hop over top of his stick. Power with it now. Power over to the right side, looking for a shot on. That one's going to be blocked. Kept in. Forehand shot on. That one whistled wide. Booming wrist shot off the boards as Habib rips it around the boards. Nationals will fire a pass off a stick and out of play. So we'll get our first whistle here in the third period, 1 minute and 23 seconds in.
Some lively boards here at the Western Fair. He got a lot on that wrist shot. And if it hadn't bounced off the boards and hit the back of the net, it probably would have come right back out in front.
Face off down as the Nats take control off the draw at center ice. They'll dump it in and rim it around the boards. They're offside on the play, so they got to clear, which gives the Rockets a little bit of an extra chance to settle down with the puck. D-to-D pass. Now dumped in, back into the London zone. It's going to be an icing call here against Strathroy. And it will bring the face-off all the way back into the Strathroy zone. One thing we haven't talked about a whole lot tonight, but we like to talk about when teams come to London, the bigger ice here. It's an Olympic-sized ice sheet here at the Western Fair. The Rockets play on a less than NHL-sized ice surface in Strathroy. It's a lot of room to make up on dump-ins.
Absolutely it is. You can really see it when you stand up here watching the game, the difference in the space.
Pass out of the reach there, trying to find Nichols. It goes back behind the Strathroy net for Habib. Now a pass chipped off and down the ice. It'll be another icing here against Strathroy once it gets there. And it'll bring the face-off back inside the Rocket zone.
Having refed here at the Western Fair, it's been several years, but having refed on this ice, it's noticeable for the officials as well. It's a long way, it's wider, right? So the referee is a lot, you got to you lose yourself and get too far away from the play sometimes.
100 feet across from side to side, and you'd be lucky if the West Middlesex Memorial Center was 80 feet across.
Well, normal rink is 85. That
85.
15 feet is a lot when you're skating on it.
Now Burridge off to the side, shot over top of the shoulder there of O'Dwyer and all the way back into the London zone. Wood trying to chase it down. He's got Ballas with him. He picks it up in the corner, now back behind the London net. Off to the side, it'll be Burridge to pick it up. Here's the Nats look to work it. Up ice. Saucer pass through the air, and Chard looking to try and pick it up in the corner. Knocking that one away. Habib, pass up. Ballas in his skates. He'll get it to center, and he'll flip it in the London zone. He'll be chased down by Habib back behind the net. Habib had that one bounce off his stick as he went to go pick it up. And now the Nationals will work it back out to center.
Long way from home for the defenseman, Jacob Habib.
Nats were offside once again on the play, so Rockets had a chance to bring it out from their own zone. Now here comes Dundas inside the London zone, off into the corner. Now back behind the net, he lost it. Nats will work it out. Long pass off the boards. This one goes off a skate, picked up here as the Rockets trying to keep it inside the zone. Now back down low. Up to the point. Power picks it up, and now Power gets past the blue line, carries it forward here for London. Turned over as Nilsson knocked that one away. Onto the stick of Dundas, who once again will just flip it into the London zone. Didn't get far, as the Nats will clear back out, and Power knocks that one over to the left side for Chard. Chard tried to cut to the middle there. Got past Smith, didn't get the puck back, and now here comes Nelson. Nice move, but he couldn't get past McGowan, who just drilled him into the wall, and the Nats will take control back in their own zone. Trying to force a turnover here. You had Nelson out front, but the Nationals get it away. Up to Kindry, and now Kindry will hand it back to Smith. Back inside the Strathroy zone. Smith over to Kindry. Pass over top of the stick. Now just out of the reach. That one's going to bounce off the boards and wide of the goal of Flores. An icing call here against the Rockets. 16:09 to go here in period number 3.
Almost found its way on goal there. See, an 85-foot wide rink that bounces and ends up right on Flores.
Just one of 2 rinks in the league that are the Olympic-sized here in Leamington. On back to the point for McGowan. McGowan looking for a point shot. That one's blocked. Nelson feeling that one a little bit as he's on the ice here, but slowly works his way over to the boards. Picks this one up. Still wincing in pain as the puck's turned over to Kindry. Kindry working that one forward. He's got Dundas with him as they work into the offensive zone. Kindry lost it. It's knocked off his stick. Here comes Torrealba. Torrealba in across the line will dump it down low. Laszlo will chase it to the opposite side. Nats were in the middle of a line change. Poking that one forward. Now coming up, Beaupre tried to cut to the net there. Lost it on his stick. Kindry will throw it around the boards. Opposite side, Gallant chipped out to the line and capped in as it's dumped back inside the Strathroy zone. And the Nats will complete another change here.
Nelson took that one right on the laces, I would say, right on the front of the boot. That never feels good.
Slowly made his way to the bench after having to stay on the ice for a little bit. Hewitt chipped that puck forward. Picked up by center, and now here come the Nationals on the turnover. Vander Zalm couldn't get the shot off. Still holding on to it. Bunker shot. That one over top of the net. Hits off the glass where it's picked up by Duarte. Duarte hands it off down low. Bunker tried to pick it up over past his stick. Opposite side for Beaupre. Beaupre back down low for Bunker. Bunker to the opposite corner. Nobody there. Vander Zalm will chase it down now. Cleared up and into the neutral zone. Bouncing puck. Trying to chase it there and pick it up was Gallant, but here coming in, looking for a chance. Barnes, he's knocked down. Knocked away from the puck at least here. Faulkner with it now in his forehand. Top of the circle, he'll carry it up ice. Faulkner through the logo in the middle. Now went across the line. Still holding on to it here. Faulkner down low. Rims it around the boards. Nobody there to pick it up. It comes all the way back down into the Strathroy zone for Habib. Over to Marshall. Marshall carries it forward, gets to center, dumps it in. Spezial will pick it up on a hop off the boards. Now back behind the London net. Spezial holding up to the point. Works around the perimeter. Nice move. Now cuts to the right side. Tries to come back out front with it. Nobody there to pick it up for Strathroy as Kilby knocks it away finally. Bunker, a big hit out front there. Might have been interference. No call from the official.
Puck was nowhere near that collision.
Habib over to Marshall. The D to D as they look to get it out. Nice chip pass. Finds that one up onto the stick. Working it on the left side. Pass to the middle. Kilby off his stick and into the corner. Now Kilby battling, trying to get that puck away. Spezial down low as well. He's pinned up against the wall. It goes to the corner. Gallant in there. Marshall pinching from the point. Keeps it alive. Now cycle back behind the net for Kilby. Kilby still holding on to it. Cycles it down low here. Rockets working in the offensive zone here. 13:20 to go in the third period. Rockets leading 2-1. Now a turnover here. The Nationals have the puck at their own blue line. Long pass finds it across ice. Left side, Nichols. Nichols steps in. Tries to cut wide left. Circles around. Wraparound chance, and he fires that one wide. Up to the point. McGowan back down low for Michael Elliston. Elliston, long pass across. Point. Arsenault shot. That one tipped. It goes over top of the net. Marshall with it. Nice play to get away from danger of the Elliston there. He works it up to the blue line, gets it out, and he chips it up to Chard. Chard at center. Works it into the Strathroy zone, comes in on the left side. Tries to get past Marshall. Now back behind the net, Chard. Still holding on to it on his forehand. Still up to it. He lost it at the point and has to come all the way back out to center.
Stick handled himself right out of the zone.
Dump in by Chard. Down low, Marshall. To the opposite side for Habib. Habib now. Long pass as he tried to fire that one through a couple of defenders onto the stick of Wood. Wood finally does get it, though. Puck taken away from him. Around to the opposite side for Power. Here comes Power. Drops that one. Leaves it for McGowan. McGowan. Up to Chard. Chard on the left side. Knocked off his stick. Brandon Ballas with it. He's got Kindry down low. He hands it to Kindry in the corner. Kindry, quick pass to Smith. Smith to Ballas. And now Ballas will come forward to Faulkner. Faulkner, left side, cutting into the slot. Ballas, backhand shot on. That one stopped by Flores, who slid across with the pad and made the save. And here comes London back up ice. Power across the line, trying to leave it for McGowan. McGowan, chance! That one stopped as O'Dwyer gets across and didn't get a great shot off, but he makes the save.
Great stop. As you said, not a grade A chance for Burridge, but he did get it on net on the pass across, and O'Dwyer found his way from left to right just to get his body in front of it. Smother the rebound and get a face-off and start fresh here.
Face-off off to O'Dwyer's right. And it's one back to the point here. Barnes back down low. Laszlo trying to get it past. Dundas couldn't chip that one past the defender. Holding on to it, Julian. Julian at the hash marks up to the point. Barnes to the right side. Now a shot through, redirected. That one wide of the goal. Nelson trying to chip that one past. Gets it up to Dundas. Dundas at his own blue line. Now carrying it to center. Knocked away from him as he tried to pass that one through. Now this one sent down the ice, but it's right on goal. Has to be played by O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer's pass is going to be intercepted by Julian. He fires one towards the slot there. No one can pick it up. It goes to Beaupre on the right side. Van der Zalm walks up to the point, and now the blue line still holding on to it. Had that one knocked away from him. Nice play to poke the puck away. As the Rockets get it back, here's Laszlo. Laszlo holding on to it here. Up to Dundas. Dundas, quick pass, on to the stick of Piercy. Piercy works forward here. Piercy, couple of moves there, lost the puck off his stick down low in the corner. Now it's going to be turned over here. The Nats will get the puck back. They'll carry it out from their own zone, up through center into the offensive zone. Van der Zalm looks through to the slot. Nobody there to pick it up. Nelson now. Nice play by Nelson. Onto the stick of Dundas and across the blue line. Dundas looking for a shot, and now he's upended there. Rockets bench is looking for a little bit of a call. They didn't get it. Now Nelson back behind the net. Looks out front. That one off a skate. Bouncing back inside the London zone. Here's the Nats look to clear, and now they finally will. They'll get it up to center. Knocked off the stick of Duarte. Duarte upended right out front of the Rockets bench. And now he's on the ice as Nelson tries to get onto the bench for a line change. Pass up to Kilby at the logo. Kilby to Spezial, who steps in across the blue line. Spezial tries to fire it back out to the middle here. A long pass over top of the stick of Habib and down into the Strathroy zone for Bunker. Bunker taken into the wall by Marshall. Here to pick it up, looking for an option. Hands it off down low, past Bunker. Opposite side, Habib. Now Spezial looking to chip that one past. Nice defensive play to keep it inside the Strathroy zone, but the Rockets in possession of it. Spezial to the opposite side. Kilby and Marshall having a little bit of a mix-up there before it's Kilby who picks up the puck. Now Spezial. Puck turned over inside the defensive zone. Here come the Nats trying to cut to the net. Backhand shot thrown on goal and stopped by O'Dwyer with 9:15 to go here in the third.
A little backhand there by Elliston. Nationals have really carried the play here in the third period, as you might expect in the first half of the period when they're down a goal at home. Shots are now 31-18 for the London Nationals. 9:15 to go in the third.
Shot on right off the draw. That one stopped by O'Dwyer, went over top of the net. Ballas will chip that one past, but it's got enough on it to go for icing. And it will bring the face-off back inside the Strathroy zone. 32-18 the shots, as you touched on there. 32 after the shot on off the draw. The Nats will get their chances here in the final 9 minutes. You know it's going to happen. Rockets on to make sure they don't give him anything extra. Here comes Ballas off the draw, bringing it up through center. Ballas chipped over to the left side for Wood, and they're going to say they were offside on the play as that pass was made just at the blue line.
Little aerial pass there, couldn't get a lot on it, and I'm assuming now that it's gone offside, that Faulkner didn't hold the line before catching it.
Face off in the neutral zone right in front of the London bench. One back cleanly by the Nats. They go D to D. Arsenault now at his own blue line. Pass coming through the middle, intercepted by Hewitt. Here comes Hewitt into the offensive zone. On the left side, had that one knocked away from him. Now back behind the net. Here comes Gallant with it. Has to chase it down to the opposite side. Into the corner now. He takes a hit, forcing the turnover there as the Nationals bring it up to center. Now carrying it on the left side. Chard tried to cut to the middle. Smith plays the body on him to get the puck away. Now Kindry up past Vander Zalm. Nelson looking for a bounce pass up to Gallant. Gallant will pick it up in the right side corner. Now hands it off to Nelson. Nelson looking for options into the slot. Looking chance on. That one stopped by Flores as he gets the body in front of the shot from Kindry. It goes down to play, and a whistle will be inside the London zone.
Nice pass. Great shot there. Kindry walked right in, but a good save by Flores. With 8:17 to go, the Rockets are really going to want to minimize, those area passes, drop passes where you think there's going to be a guy. They're going to have to really be certain when they make their passes, and if there's nothing available, to dump it in deep because the Nationals can really turn it over. Fast break.
Off the draw, shot was blocked. Into the corner, it's going to be picked up and played up to the point, but Wood gets that one over to Faulkner. Nice play by Faulkner, looking for a shot on. That one stopped by Flores. Clearing attempt gets up to the line, but not out. Marshall now to the net. That one well wide into the corner. Trying to get that one back down low. Almost turned it over here, but the Nats battled. It kept inside the corner for Faulkner. Faulkner now looking. Ballas with it. On a backhand up to the point. Habib. This one's going to be turned over as the Nats force the turnover at the point. Burridge coming in. Nice play to separate Burridge from the puck, holding on to it. Julian off to the side, and O'Dwyer gets across to stop him.
Wow, what a stop. Glove save by O'Dwyer. And exactly what I was just describing happened, and unfortunately for the Rockets, it's the number one line on the ice that turned it over. 3 guys down low and only 1 Rocket. And that pass across, the one-timer, and a huge glove stop with 7:35 remaining to keep this a 2-1 lead.
Face-off to O'Dwyer's left after the glove save to keep it a 1-goal Strathroy lead. Up to the point now. Looking for a shot through. That one redirected off to the side. O'Dwyer just going to try to jump on it with the glove, but the puck stays alive here. Now Spezial at the hash marks. Up through the middle. He'll at least clear it out to center, where Kilby tries to chase it down, and now it's picked up by Hogarth. Comes all the way back to Habib, who's in his own zone. Now Habib pass right out front of the crease over to Marshall. Marshall, he tries to go up to Spezial. It hits off a skate. Now another clearing attempt. This one's at least going to get out as it's dumped back into the London zone for McGowan.
His pass literally hit Spezial and came right back into the defensive zone.
Now from right out front of the ice, Spezial loses his stick deep in the London zone. He's going to go to the bench here. Piercy will come on, but it gives the Nats a chance off to the side. They score. Burridge to Power, and it's a tie game at 2.
And there they are, that number 1 line. And the Rockets ended up down a man, down low. When Spezial lost his stick in the offensive zone, he did the right thing. He didn't go after it. But what he did was go to the bench, and by the time his replacement could get back in, for about 4 seconds there, it was a power play for the Nationals. And those 2 guys will burn you.
And the Nats tied at 2. Now Dundas off the draw, forcing a turnover. Shot on. Big rebound comes out off Flores. Rockets couldn't get a shot off. It's going to be cleared off the glass and out into the Strathroy zone, chasing it down, and now coming to pick that one up. It's thrown up to the point, kept in at the blue line. Now over to the slot. Laszlo with it. Laszlo, 2 guys on him. Nichols dishes him off into the wall. It'll be cleared out by Nelson out to center. Piercy tried to chase it down. Here comes Torrealba. Torrealba in. It's picked up by Montesi over to Laszlo. Laszlo over to Barnes. Barnes with it now, handing it off down low. Beaupre out front to the slot. No one there. It's picked up by Nelson. Here comes Nelson. He'll work his way forward, dump it inside the London zone. Now Dundas back in behind the London net. Picked up by Piercy. Piercy taking a hit there. He's set down below the goal line. Coming in to try and help him out is Nelson. Nelson and 2 Nats players digging away at this one as Piercy has it tied up against the wall here, and finally the puck comes loose to Nelson on the opposite side. Nelson, bounce pass off the boards up to the point. It bounces over top of the stick of Smith and all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. 5.5 minutes to go here in period number 3. Elliston trying to chase Smith out of his own net. Force the turnover. It's off to the other side for Riley Wood. Wood can't get it past the defenseman. Now it comes out. Charge shot on. Rebound stopped as that one whistled wide by Elliston. Trying to get that shot on. Now coming through. Nice play by Wood. Chips it up Faulkner. Faulkner on the left side. Takes a head into the wall as he gets it down low. This one's going to be thrown around the wall, around the corner, up to Smith, who has to take it back out to center. Over to Kindry here. Kindry, long one's going to be sent off a stick inside the London zone. McGowan takes it back behind the London net here as they get set to come up ice here. Under 5 to go in period number 3, under 5 to go in regulation. Long pass comes up to Elliston. Elliston almost held the line there with the puck coming between his legs. Smith over to Kindry, and now the Rockets will clear. Kilby, his pass, picked up by Elliston at center. Now Elliston coming in on the right side, unable to hold the line here as the Nats were offside. It's dumped back in onto the stick of Smith. Smith over to Kindry with Chard chasing him down. Chard trying to get the puck away. It's Kindry getting it back over to Smith on the right side. Now a quick pass up onto the stick of Hogarth. Hogarth backhands that one to Kilby at center. Kilby trying to bring that one forward. He had it knocked away from him. And now a line change, turnover. Julian breaking in. Shot on. Stopped by O'Dwyer as O'Dwyer bails out the defenseman going for a line change.
Wow. Talk about turnovers at the offensive blue line. Jonathan Kilby should be going back there and shaking the hand of Gordy O'Dwyer. The two defensemen went for a change, and Kilby turned it over. But a great glove stop keeps the game tied.
Monroe, shot on, tips, and it goes wide. Back up to the point here. Holding on to it, forehand shot on, squeaks through, and they score. Beat O'Dwyer went off the post and just sat in the crease, and Burridge pokes it home to give the Nats a 3-2 lead late.
And that first line strikes again. Brings them back from down a goal to up a goal with only 3:57 remaining. 3 points on the night for Burridge.
3:57 to go here in the third, and the Nats have their first lead of the night. Third straight goal for London, 3 unanswered, and they lead. D here as the Nats take it off the draw. They'll bring it inside the Strathroy zone. Monroe tries to cut to the net here. This one's off the side of the goal. O'Dwyer pokes it away, and now here comes Faulkner chasing it up ice to Wood. Wood, dump in as soon as he gets through. He's dished down at center. Looking for a call. Looks like the referees put the whistle away. Here comes Faulkner from the corner. Trying to hand it off down low. In to help out into the right side corner. Looking off to his left is Flores. The Nats will bring it back behind the London net, and now they'll bring it up ice. Into the skates there. Pace Roth. Picked up by Faulkner at center. He'll dump it in. Takes a big hit as he was coming across, and now he'll get a line change. 3:10 to go in regulation. Rockets now chasing. Vanderzom looks, shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer with the pad. Now poked away. Chard in the corner to try and help out. Nelson has it down low. Nelson tied up by Chard. Marshall in to try and pull the puck loose. Battling. Chard. Tried to cut to the middle there. Puck bouncing around. It's the Nats to pick it up. Cutting through. Shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Now sitting back behind the net, holding onto it. Beaupre. Beaupre. Looking for options. Bounce pass off the boards up to the point for Barnes. Barnes across to the opposite side. Arsenault looking. Shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Rebound off to the side. They couldn't bear it home was Beaupre. Holding onto it. He hands it off to the helper down low. Vanderzom up to the point. Arsenault to Barnes. Barnes winds up, shot on. That one well wide. Rebound chance looking for a shot on was Vanderzom. Now he goes up to the point, bounces past Arsenault, and gets all the way back out to the London bench and now into the London zone. Holding on to it here. This one's going to be turned over. Nelson back to Habib. 2 minutes to go here in regulation. Rockets got to come up ice and try to find the tying goal. It's dumped in by Laszlo. Off to the right side, Dundas in the corner. Leaves that one for Nelson. Nelson looking back down low. Puck bounces right into the slot. No one there. It's going to be flipped up and down the ice past Laszlo into the Strathroy zone. Laszlo back behind the Strathroy net. Leaves it for Montesi. Jacob Montesi now. Pass over to Laszlo. Laszlo at the blue line. Tried to chip that one past, and now Ballas will flip it, but it's off a member of the Nationals player overhanging the bench. It'll be a whistle with 1:29 to go here in the third. 41-21, the shots in favor of London.
Yeah, the Nationals have really dominated play here in the third period. And unfortunately for the Rockets, they'd held that first line in check basically for 2 periods. And the Rockets are going to call a timeout here now.
So head coach Jason Williams will use his timeout with 90 seconds to go here in the third period, and his team trailing by a goal. More importantly, get his guys a little bit of a breather here. The Nationals were down 2-0 in this hockey game. They scored a late power play goal in the second with 9:8 to go to get them back within 1. And to say they have controlled the play here in the third would be a little bit of an understatement, as they have come back from down a goal in the third. They now lead by 1.
Well, that first line they're deadly, and if you give them an opportunity, give an inch, they'll take a mile kind of thing. And just an unfortunate balance, as you said. The shot from the far corner beat O'Dwyer off the post, went behind him, and just laid there, for what seemed like an eternity of 2 seconds before Burridge was the first guy to get a stick on it to give London the lead.
O'Dwyer out of his net to play this one behind the goal line, gets it off to the left side for Riley Wood. Kept in, trying to knock that one away, backhand through. Now off on the left side. Kindry trying to battle to get the puck away from Julian. Julian back down low for Power behind the net. Power sits behind the Strathroy net, tries to come out front for Burridge. Burridge couldn't get a whole lot of a shot off there, but now he picks it up in the corner. Burridge against Faulkner. Tied up against the wall here. It's Power to pick it up. Power looking, Julian backhand, and he scores. 4-2 London on the goal by Julian with 54.5 to go.
The dagger, if the Burridge goal wasn't, the Julian goal certainly is. 2-on-1 down low. Power found Julian, who O'Dwyer was at his mercy. Forehand, backhand move, and up and over.
O'Dwyer takes a skate, but you can't fault his performance tonight, coming in relief for Chaz Nixon, who left the game with 1:38 to go. Thrown into his first live hockey action in about a month's time against the Western Conference leading London Nationals, and he kept the Rockets in the lead for most of this game, kept it close for if not all. And what a performance tonight from him. He is one player that cannot leave tonight with his head down.
Well, and going forward here now with 42 seconds and this one seemingly decided, you wonder about the goaltending situation for the weekend. If Chaz Nixon is able to or not come back after what happened to him in the first period.
Here comes Gallant trying to cut to the net. That one stopped by Flores. He picks it up again in the corner here with 30 seconds to go. Now off onto the right side for Hewitt. Hewitt up to the point, bounces over top of the stick of Habib, who's back out, and now Habib's going to turn it over for Beaupre. Beaupre cuts to the net here, poked away by O'Dwyer to keep it out. Now back down low, Hewitt will pick it up in the corner. 10 seconds to go. He throws it to the opposite side. Marshall and Gallant will carry it back out to center as Gallant comes up into the London zone, but it's going to be poked away, and the final horn will go here as the Nationals win 4-2 on home ice over the Rockets, who just didn't have enough in the tank tonight to come away with the 2 points.
No, they were, as I said, they were full value for the effort in the first 2 periods. An unfortunate, a bit of a squeaker goal with 10 seconds left. Riley Nichols ended up, they changed the goal scoring on that. Ryan Nichols with the power play goal from Burridge near the end of the second. They played really well, but that's why you play 60 minutes. And the Nationals showed in the third period that they are the better team. And although not habit forming, I would want to create for the Nationals to only play 20 minutes in a game. And, against a team like the Rockets, they were able to pull out the 2 points. But a great effort. And as I said, we have to wait for word on Chaz Nixon to see what's going to happen for the upcoming games. They've got a couple of games here on Saturday and Sunday that aren't that far away.
38 saves in the performance tonight for Gordy O'Dwyer in relief of Chaz Nixon, but it's not enough as the Rockets fall 4-2 to the London Nationals here on a Wednesday night. They had it going for the first 2 periods, but as the Nationals do, they come from behind here, and they get their 4th come-from-behind win of the season and stay atop the Western Conference standings. The Rockets are back in action Saturday night as they host the St. Mary's Lincolns at the West Middlesex Memorial Center, a rivalry that has been renewed this season as the Lincolns will come to town for the 2nd time this season. We're on the air shortly after 7:20 at the West Middlesex Memorial Center. We hope you join us. From Noah Smith, Eldon Dunseith, we thank you for listening with us tonight, and we'll see you Saturday from Strathroy.